Good evening. Back again. I know. Now, this is your final hour for your scan and cut deal today, but we've also got lots of, well, I've got lots of exciting things to show you. I'm properly giddy because I've just discovered something and I'm very excited to share it with you. And you probably all sit there and go, yeah, we know that, Mel, but I'm really excited. So, first of all, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. I'm going to tell you where to watch us and how to shop, first of all, and then we're going to get into all the good stuff, and we've got lots of demos, so that's going to be really cool. We have got a fabulous deal on the Scan and Cut, which I'll go over in a little while, but first of all, you can watch us on YouTube now, which is super cool, on your big telly. I know, look at us. My granddaughter Alice, who's 9, was very impressed that Nana's a YouTuber. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. So if you're going to shop, you can shop on Facebook and Instagram. And if you're shopping on one of those social media platforms, you're going to get a code. So for example, Shop Machine will then put that machine into a basket, and all you do is type that into the comments underneath the live video stream. So super easy. You don't need to miss a minute. You can shop while you watch, which is really cool, right? Then you're going to get a message to your social media inbox that will say thank you ever so much for your order, because we're always pleased and grateful that you order with us and they shop with us. And within that message there will be a link. When you're ready to check out, you're going to click that link, and that will take you to our website, okay? So your basket on our website. Please log in. If you haven't opened an account, maybe you're shopping with us for the first time at Highlight Crafts, please join our family, welcome, by just creating an account. It's free, but when you then log into your account, when you shop with us, you automatically get the club advantages. There's no fee for joining the club. It's just an automatic thing, but you get extra discount, you get your loyalty points, and basket spend over £35, you get free postage, which is fabulous. If you're shopping on the website, you can still use the shop code if you like, or you can just click add to basket and it will pop into a basket. You'll then get a little red shopping basket at the top of your screen. You're going to click on that when you're ready to check out, and then you can go through that same login process and get those club member discounts. Is that for me, love? Thank you. Oh, evening, Mel, says Denise. Hi, everybody. Oh, we're going to have lots and lots and lots of fabulous things today. I'm very excited. Right, so that's where you can watch us and that's how you shop. Right, now then, there's 3 or 4 things I want to go to before we get to demo. I want to go through the Tattered Lace digital download because that was really popular earlier. I want to go through the new download that I've got added on. Now, this is only this price till 8 o'clock tonight, okay? So you need to check this out. Then I want to go to the machine because the machine's on a fabulous deal. And then, as promised, we're going to do the calligraphy starter kit. Now then, this is brilliant and I've just discovered it, so I'm going to share that with you. Right, first of all, I want to go through this brand new All About boxes. So this is a brand new one from the archive of Digital Craftorium. So not too long ago, I think it was 2023 that we did this one, and we brought you this All About boxes, and it was one of our fastest selling USBs. Now, I did a thing earlier. So I went to Stephanie and I said, please can we add the All About boxes download to the show? And she said, yes, absolutely. How much would you like it to be? So I pushed my luck, like I normally do, and I went, $9.99? She went, yep, done. I was like, right, I'm running out the office quick before she changes her mind. So for $9.99 as a digital download, no postage, instant, so you could be crafting with this tonight, this is what you're going to be able to make. So you can make, now there's 10 of these projects that are made out of grey board. So I know you've bought loads of sheets of grey board in the past, so now's your opportunity to use them. So you've got the matchbox. Think about as well all those digital downloads you've bought that have all these beautiful backgrounds on. You've got all those papers to decorate them with. So you've got your matchbox. You've got your library box, which has this box with a drawing and the little books that you can make. Maybe they're your swatch books, or maybe they're your albums for your photographs. You've got a fabulous desk tidy, okay? You've then got a set of drawers. So you get a box with 4 drawers in. You get a pencil pot box, so somewhere to store all your stuff that's on your desk. You get your Quattro box, but this is a big piece. It's fabulous. So all your storage taken care of. You get your bits and bobs box, and you could do several of these and stack them on top of each other. You also get your instructions and a full cutting list. You then get your paper storage box, which is brilliant. So no more just getting all those little raggy edges and corners. Now you can store them safely. You also get your ribbon storage box, and you get your tea caddy. And this is really cool because you know those posh tea bags that you can get, you know, all the fruit teas and all the herbal teas. You can do this, it's fabulous. So it's not a new download as in new, but it's new from the archive of Digital Craftorium, okay? So you've got your tea caddy. Then we're going on to your lunchbox. So this was previously a USB at $49.99. Now you're getting it as a digital download for $9.99. You've got a lunchbox on there. You've got your octagonal flower box. You've got your milk carton. You've got your triangle box. You've got your note box. You've got your star box, gift wrap box, cake box. How fabulous are these? Gem box, so you get 3 different ones in that one. You've got your twisted box, a display box, animal box, bell box, I say box a lot in this show, aren't I? 6-sided box, decorative window box, a pentagon box, a cone box, mug box, takeaway box, and just to finish it all off, a suitcase box. But you also get these patterns. So you're getting 30 patterns, and you can put any pattern in any panel on any box. So instead of having 20 options, you've got 500 options, because now you've got 30 different patterns for each panel on each box. Also, these are stencils, they're drawing files, they're cutting files, they're embossing files. All of those amazing things that we can do with ScanNCut, you can do with these patterns. So it's an absolutely phenomenal deal. $9.99. It's only going to stay there till 8 o'clock tonight, so you must pop it in your basket and check it out. But for $9.99, you don't want to miss that. That's a cracking deal, okay? Don't know how we managed it, but we did, so I'm grateful. So just to reiterate and make it very clear, this is from our Digital Craftorium archive. It's not brand new content, but it is brand new as a digital download for you, and it's $9.99. I mean, that's just crazy bonkers, right? $9.99. The code for it is, Amber?
SVG.
Shop SVG, right? And then you get your club discount. No, can't do much more than that. No postage, and you could be cutting bits out tonight because it's instant. Right, let me talk you through the tattered lace download that we did. So this is again from our digital archive. It's the first time, apart from Saturday when we launched it, it's the first time that we have gone into the download archive of tattered lace and brought you 4 of the contents of 4 USBs that would have been... Oh, sorry, it's not a new download. Okay, that information would be useful. So it's not the first time it's been as a download. It's been on the website as a download, but it's the first time you've seen it on a show. And it's definitely the first time you've seen it at $9.99. Right, okay, so let's go on to the tattered lace one. So you're getting the contents of 4 tattered lace USBs, okay? So you're getting all your sentiments and your words and your phrases, individual words, so you can make your own phrases. You've got tags in there, you've got labels in there, you've got just beautiful, beautiful selection. Then we go on to these. Now remember, all of these can be embossed, drawn, foiled, cut, all of those amazing things that we can do with our ScanNCut. Now, this is where, for me, it gets really exciting because you've got all more panels. So now those panels that you had for your boxes, you can change them and you can put these in the panels for the boxes. So everything starts to build and work in conjunction with each other. You've got cutting elements, you've got labels, you've got half shapes, which is unusual because you don't get those in your machine. You've got lots of different label shapes. And although you see here, you've got them in several different sizes, you've actually got these in hundreds of different sizes because you own a ScanNCut, right? Moving on, more label shapes, velvet lace ruffle ovals, pearl circles, pearl decorative hearts, open frames, different hearts with shabby edges, swirl edge circles, spiral flowers in all those different sizes. Tuck-ins. How fabulous are these? That scribble is amazing. If you're a mixed media, these are going to be brilliant because you'll be cutting those out of grey board. Then we go on to fonts and numbers and more sentiments for you. All of this lot is shop tattered and it's $49.99. This is crazy value for money, guys. You've got all more fonts in here. You've just brilliant, brilliant opportunity. And then we go back to the beginning, the traditional tattered lace, the lace tuck-ins, the lacy scallop borders, the lattice corners, the layered lace, the different layers of lace, the doilies, the create your own florals, the corners, the pockets, the headers, the little wraparounds. Honestly, the value for money on this is absolutely incredible. These would have been $79.99 each when we first launched them. You're getting 4 of them for $49.99, £12.50 each. I couldn't even tell you how many files there are because there's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands. And all of these can be cut out your vinyl as well, of course. So if you've got your vinyl starter kit with your blade, off you go. It's brilliant, right? Right, so those are the 2 downloads. This one, $49.99 shop tattered. This one, shop SVG, $9.99. No postage, instant crafting, and you have to check this out by 8 o'clock because then the price will disappear, okay? I've got it for 2 hours for you and 2 hours only, so make the most of it while we've got it. Right, let me talk to those of you that haven't got a ScanNCut, that are sitting on the fence thinking, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? Maybe this will push you off that fence. So, let me talk to you about this machine because this is my favourite model. It's the one that sits on my desk at work. It's the one that we have in Academy when we teach classes, and it's the one that sits on my desk at home. I don't need Disney designs. If you do, we have a Disney machine that you'll be able to find on the website. But for me, this does everything that I need it to do. It has the larger screen. It's an SDX, so it's Wi-Fi enabled. You can scan in the longer mats on this machine. And it has that full auto blade technology, and it's a true auto blade on the ScanNCut. It's not a drop-down menu of lightweight paper, heavyweight paper, middleweight card, because I don't know what that means. That could mean anything, right? With this, it goes along, it reads the depth of the material, it looks into the material, and then it cuts it. It's brilliant, okay? The other thing that really, really stands out for me with this machine is the content. You have got 1,303 images, icons, shapes, and words pre-installed into this machine's memory that you can resize a minimum of 200 different sizes. And that is a minimum, okay? It's absolutely fabulous. Oh, Sharon's just got a ScanNCut out the box. Sharon, I love you. You've made my day. That's amazing. So that's inside the machine's memory, right? You also get 17 full fonts, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and punctuation, okay? And then you get 100 quilt blocks. Now, if you're a sewer, this machine is going to absolutely give you your time back to do what you love, which is sewing, right? So if you're not a sewer, you can use the quilt blocks for paper piecing. But on a Monday, you might want to make an 8-inch quilt block. So you go into the memory here and you select the pattern that you want. Then you set it to the size it's going to be when you have finished stitching it. I'm really sorry, I just need to go and grab a drink, Amber. Can you just put some stuff on the screen? I've got a tickle, and if I don't, I'll start coughing. I've done a lot of talking today. I'm on it, look. I've got my wicked cup. I think David was trying to tell me something. Maybe I turn green on a Friday night when I go home, I don't know. Right, so if you're on a Monday, you want to make an 8-inch block, you set the size of the block to 8 inches. It breaks down all the pieces for you. It puts the quantity of pieces that you need. It shows you where they go. And then you also get your pen holder in here. You get 6 drawing pens, but you also get a water erasable and an air soluble pen. So you can scan your fabric in so you can position the shapes exactly where you want them. It'll draw it and then it'll cut it with a 1/4-inch seam allowance. I know, right? That's incredible. But then if you want that same block It's an 11-inch block. You just change the size and it works it all out for you again. It's brilliant. Right, now then, inside the box, you're going to get your regular blade. This blade is absolutely phenomenal. It'll cut anything from vinyl to, well, no, not vinyl, because you need the vinyl blade for that. Vellum, parchment, acetate, Doflex, mylar, greyboard, denim, leather, oilcloth, cotton, all these amazing things, felt, fabric. It's just brilliant. And this machine has held my attention for 9 years. And I'm still thinking of different things that I can do with it. How can I take one thing and do lots of different things with it? You've also got a fabric blade. Now, Brother do sewing machines and embroidery machines, so they understand what a fabric crafter needs. So you've got your fabric blade and you get your pen holder. You also get 2 mats, a low-tech and a standard. You get some a high contact adhesive sheet so that you can stabilise your fabric without iron-on stabiliser. And you also get a little bit of stabiliser as well. They even give you a piece of card to get started. But the one thing, the big thing for me, and I didn't get this at the beginning, I'll stand there and I'll hold my hands up. Why do I need a scanner in a digital cutting machine was my question. Now I wouldn't buy one without it. So the other thing that Brother do, and they do brilliantly, and they've been doing for decades, are scanners. You've got a 300 dpi scanner built into this machine. So stamped images, your drawing, as long as it's got a continual line around the outside edge so it sees it as a shape, it will find it and it will cut it out. If you do the reflections with 2 red robins, so you imagine on a different machine, you've got your cutting file on a computer screen and you've got your printed image on a mat. How do you line those 2 up? It's really easy on the ScanNCut because you scan the image in, you lay the cutting file over the top of it and it will cut it out to perfection. This machine should be £599. That's the recommended retail from Brother. Today, we're bringing you a deal where you're saving £139. This is £459 before your club discount, before your points, no postage because it's over £35. This might be the day when you jump off that fence, you join the Brother ScanNCut family and you start the most incredibly creative journey that you've probably ever been on. It's fabulous. Now, to back this up, on YouTube, on Highlight Crafts YouTube channel, there are 13 free classes to get you started. We do add to them now and again as well, so there will be more coming up, but absolutely a perfect opportunity to get your machine, get it out of the box and start using it, because that education will take that fear away. What if I do it wrong? What if you do it wrong? It's an auto blade, it can't cut through the mat, so you'll be fine. You just press home and you start again. Right, so shop machine, £459. You've got a saving of £139, which is just phenomenal value for money. And we do have different ways that you can split that payment at checkout. Right, now then, earlier on, I promised you calligraphy, didn't I? So come with me, we might as well go over here because I'm going to show you how this works. And this is what I've got really excited about. So let's go over here to demo and let's show you this because this is brilliant. So quite a long time ago now, I went to Brother and I said, because they'd done a universal pen holder, right? Most of us own that if we've got a ScanNCut. And I went to them and I thought, you know, wouldn't it be lovely if we could write with a calligraphy font? If you could actually make the pen lock at a 45-degree angle. So I went to Brother and I went, is it possible? And they went, oh, I don't know. So they ask why a lot. Why? Why? I thought, well, you know what? Calligraphy is a very difficult art to learn and it takes a long time to master. But if you just fancy that calligraphy font, why don't we have something that you can do that with? So they came up with the calligraphy starter kit. Now this is shop. You'll have to give me the code, Amber, please, because I'm over the other side now. Shop start, $76.99. Right, now then. Wait till you see what you can do with it because it's brilliant. So they brought out this, and in the box you're going to get this holder. It looks like a universal pen holder, but it's not. You've got the holder part at the top for the pens to go in. You get your 2 little pieces here, which it'll become clear what they're for. You get 3 pens, and you also get an activation code that you can activate in Canvas Workspace. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to do that because I've had a couple of questions recently about that. So first of all, you'll see on the pen, you've got a B end and you've got an A end. A is a 3.5mm nib and B is a 2mm nib. Now when you do calligraphy, it has a flat nib and you hold that nib at a 45-degree angle. So as you go up, you get a thinner line, and as you come down, you get a broader line. And it's a real art. I mean, I've seen people practice and practice. I used to teach in a shop where they used to teach calligraphy, and the hours and hours and hours it takes to really hone that skill is just incredible. And if you can do it, amazing. But if you want a quick fix, you can do that too. So let's use side B. So on these little nodules here, you've got one that says A and you've got one that says B, okay? And the slits are slightly different. So when you get this, you're going to pull this little clip down there, and that's going to bring this back. So let's put B in. So you'll see, if you look at the shape of that compared to the shape of that, there's only one way it can drop in. So that little notch there goes into the little notch at the front, and then you push it round, and that, bear with, hands today, push it round and that will drop into that notch. Now you've got number 1 and number 2. Depending on the slant that you want, you'll either do number 1 or number 2 will give you a deeper slant, if you like. And then you push that up and click it into place. Then we're going to take one of our pens, let's do it in black, and we're going to put the B end into here. So this part, just like universal pen holder, slots in there. You're then going to make sure that these little notches are facing underneath that arrow there, and you're going to drop the pen in, and then if I turn that round, you're going to pop the nib into that notch, and that locks it at a 45-degree angle. Isn't that clever? So then we're going to lift this up and we're going to move this round, and then we're going to tighten it, okay, at the top. So now I can unclick that. That pulls out of there, and my pen's in exactly the right position to start doing calligraphy. So I'll take this out because I've been playing around with this machine this afternoon, having a lovely time. I'm going to drop that into there now, so it just literally drops in where the blade would go. Right, now then, activation code. So you get this little card, and when you go into Canvas Workspace, you need to go into your account up here, okay? So manage your account information. So I'm going to click on my information. It'll ask you if you want to leave the site because you need to go to somewhere else. And you're going to start doing this. Now, premium function activation is what you thought I thought you would do, but you don't. You go into pattern collection activation because it's a pattern collection. In this card, there is a 16-digit code. Yours will be different, okay? This one's already activated, so you can't use that one, I'm afraid. But you type that activation code into there, and then you hit activate. Now, when you scroll down, you can go into, so you can see now I've got the activated pattern collection is here, okay? So if I could just double click on that, it tells you their activation code, and you can link it up to 2 different machines. So if you've changed from a CM machine to an SDX, maybe you've upgraded because you like the idea of that auto blade, you can still link that again to a different machine, which I think is brilliant. Right, so that's that bit. Now then, we go back to Canvas Workspace to access those files. Get yourself a blank USB. We sell them on the website. You get 2 for $9.99, and they're compatible. They're both 4 gig each, and they're compatible with the ScanNCut. It's the ones that we use when we have the USBs made. Right, so now if we go into new, or we go into pattern collection, let's just go into pattern collection first. You can then go into your calligraphy, and you also get a font. So you get a Gothic and Uncial, never heard of that word. Anyway, font, and you also get different patterns. So if we now click onto this, we can then download it from here to a USB. So to do that, you're just going to click download, and that's going to go into this little arrow at the top, okay? And then it will open up like this. Now it's a zipped file, So you're going to open it in the folder, just like that, or show in folder, just like that. And then when it comes here, you're going to right click on your file, extract all first of all. So you're opening that zipped folder. A zipped folder is like a packet of dies. You need to cut the top off or open it up to get the die out. It's the same thing. Then you can go into browse, and you can then save this wherever you want. So you could save it in your downloads, you could save it on your desktop. I would then send it to USB. So find the USB, click on that, and then it will download it to there. So it's super easy. If you get stuck, there's a video on our YouTube channel showing you how to download and unzip SVG files, okay? So once you've got that, you've then got all those files onto a USB. All right, so it's better just to download them. You can do them from your machine if you want to. So if you wanted to just select happy birthday, for example, you could click on that and then you can download the parts from there. But to be honest, it's much easier if you just pop them on a USB, all right, or save them onto your computer. It's much easier. So once you've done that bit, you can then, so I've got them on my USB, you can then select which ones you want. So for this, we're going to retrieve the info. So I've got my USB in here, in the side of my machine. You're going to retrieve the information from the USB, okay? And let's do, oh, I don't know, let's do a different one this time. Let's do thank you, okay? Because that's always a nice one, isn't it? Now you'll see that this is a single line font. You can resize them, which I'm very impressed with, because when you look at this, you'll see that there's quite a distance between the letters. So if you are going to use a single line font and create your own, you need to leave a gap in between so that the nib width has room to be able to fit that in, okay? So let's do thank you, all right? So we've got a piece of card. I've just got our pure print, not premium pure print. Definitely not premium pure print, just regular pure print. It loves premium pure print so much it doesn't want to give it you back, okay? So we're going to load this into here and I'm going to set this drawing, okay? Right, so we're going to press OK and OK again. We're going to go to please select and draw. Press OK, tells you exactly what to do. And then we're going to press start. Please pause, lots and lots of questions. Okay, in other words, shut up, Melanie, and go and have a look at the iPad. That's what that means. I've fallen out with Amber this afternoon. Do you know why? She didn't know who James was. The band, James. How can you not know? Anyway. Right, could you use the in MCS as well? I don't know which one you're talking about there. Is it the calligraphy starter kit, or is it the ScanNCut, or is it the boxes?
We're just asking.
Okay. Which item are you? Oh, there you go. Let's have a look. Question, how small can you draw with the calligraphy pen, please? Right, where have I put that? Bear with. I've gone small. Here we are. Oh, hey up. I wouldn't say much smaller than that, which actually for a sentiment is a really nice size, right? You can see there where it starts to just fill in the letter E. So I would say probably that size, okay? The fact that it's in my scanning mat might give you a clue of what I've got excited about. Right, now more questions. Pause, right, let's have a look. Just answer my own question. There is no layers, just an image. Right, more questions. I haven't got any more. Oh, I've starred here. Right, hi Mel, love all the inspiration for ScanNCut. Is the SDX 1200 a 300 DPI scanner or 600 DPI? So it's a 300 DPI scanner unless you scan to USB, and then it's a 600 DPI scanner. Okay, that answers that one. Hi Mel, do you ever sleep? Yeah, I actually sleep really well. Probably about, I'm going to say probably 9:30 till 4:30, and then I'm wide awake. I know. Where am I now? Hang on, bear well. Oh yes, I've downloaded the SVG files onto a USB stick. I watched you on YouTube as I was downloading them. I hope it works. It will work. It will work. What is Doflex? So Doflex is, it's a bit like Mylar, but thicker. and it's something that you can use to make stencils with. It's DOEFLEX. We'll try and get some in, actually. We'll see if we can find it again and get some in. Susan White says, hi Mel and everyone, I've had a great and exciting afternoon going through my numerous MCS and got so giddy to see that most can now be cut out on the ScanNCut by turning it black. Thank you for showing us that. It's awesome and a game changer. I know. And do you know why? Because so a couple of reasons why I've never did Micro Studio. One, I didn't think I'd be able to do it because it's on a computer. Well, that was wrong because it's so easy and it's very, very intuitive. Secondly, I knew that if I loved it, I'd become addicted. I am addicted. But one of the first times I used it, I suddenly thought, because I'd listened to Diane, and Diane is brilliant on Micro Studio. In fact, check out all her education on YouTube as well. And it was really interesting because over the years I've heard many, many people email in and say, how do I cut them out? She said, with a pair of scissors. Or you don't, you just keep it as a digital image. So when I sat there and I suddenly turned this image black, so I designed something and then I printed it off, and then I went to brightness and I played around and I took the slider right over to the left and it turned it black. I went, wow. So I printed it off, scanned it in, and then created a cutting file from that image for the coloured image that I printed out. And that just blew my eye. Literally, if I could have run around the building with my t-shirt over my head like they do in football, I would have done, but I didn't, because that wouldn't have been good for the world. But it was such an exciting discovery. So now the two are a perfect combination. The calligraphy in MCS.
Do you know who asked if you could use it in MCS? She said, sorry, calligraphy, was thinking as it's not SVG, it might.
No, I don't think it will, to be honest. Unless you can scan it in and save it as a PNG or a JPEG. Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah?
If it's a PNG or a JPEG, it'll go in. If it's as an SVG,
it won't.
It won't read it.
So it needs to be a PNG or a JPEG. So if you can scan it in, scan it on this, save it onto USB and then convert that file, then it probably will. Right, so Sharon, good evening. Looking forward to learning what I can with my ScanNCut. Has just got it out of the box. I love you guys. Honestly, you're amazing. Right at the top, some more at the top. Pinky neck. They're coming in thick and fast. So how small can you draw? I know. Could use it in MCS. We've done that one. Sorry, calligraphy. I've got that one. Been playing in Canvas and managed to change an open shape to an opening door. That's exciting. Can you say hello to my granddaughters, Alexis and Avalie, please? They are watching me. Amanda, hello to Alexis and Avalie. Hello. I've got a granddaughter too. How old are they, please? Are you enjoying it? It's good, isn't it? I love it. Right. Please can I have the shop code for the download for boxes? I missed the start. Yes, you can. Shop SVG $9.99, but only till 8 o'clock. Okay? Managed to get it for a small time only. Right, can I go back? Thank you. Right, come with me. I'm all up to date now. Right, so look at this. It's drawn, thank you, perfectly. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Now then. So then I thought, well, what if... This is when I do a thing, right? When I do a thing, I get very, very giddy. So let's unload this now. Let's take this off here and let's put this into a scanning mat. Because I thought, you know what, $76.99, great for calligraphy, but what if I can create a cutting file and a drawing file and a draw fill file? So instead of having to buy lots of different calligraphy pens to go in, I can actually draw it and fill it in with regular pens. What if, right? What if? Right, let's have a look at this. So I'm going to put this inside my scanning mat. Now we do have a scanning mat on the show. If you've just bought a ScanNCut, and I know there's quite a lot of you that have today, get yourself a ScanNCut. It is a scanning mat. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the one that's folded over, isn't it? Would be, wouldn't it? Shop DX Scan. It's £23.30. It's brilliant, and it's a clean background, so there's no adhesive on this mat whatsoever, and it's a one-off purchase. It's not a consumable. Right, so let's press home because we've got that pattern now. So now what we're going to do is open this up and we're going to load the mat. We're going to scan this to create a cutting file, okay? This is exciting, right, isn't it? So we're going to scan from the home screen. We're going to scan to cut data. So we're going to scan in and we're going to press start. It's prompting me to lift the lever here to number 2. It's already lifted, but if it's not, you lift it up so that your card and your mat doesn't hit that scanner unit at the back. And while it's doing that, I'm going to put my blade back in place. Then I'm going to show you what I've been doing because it's really exciting. I love it and it's so obvious why I didn't think about it before, but to be honest, I haven't really used the calligraphy starter kit. I think we only took it to air a couple of times and then it kind of sold out and we didn't bring it back, but it's brilliant. And you get an alphabet now. When you download the alphabet, it's not just you don't have the whole alphabet and you have to delete off what you want. It comes up so you type it in the keyboard like you do with the pre-installed fonts, so that's even easier. So now you can make your own sentiments into cutting files with the calligraphy font. Right, so to do this, you're going to use this button here. So this will find either side of every line. So the outside of the A and the inside of the A, okay? I'm going to drag this up here like this. And I'm going to preview this to see what we get, okay? Happy with that. So I'm now going to press OK. And I'm going to save it to my USB, okay? And it's file number 61. Right, so now I've done that, I can unload that, press OK, and go back to my main screen. So let's press Home and OK. So now I can retrieve that from the USB, find number file 61, which is right there. Look at that. Zoom in and show you. Look. Thank you. Look at that. And then we press OK. Okay. Now we're going to edit that. So we're going to multiple select everything that's on the mat. Press OK. Go to edit the object or object edit and group it together. And now you can make that cutting file, drawing file, embossing file, foiling file, whatever size you want. How cool is that? Right? Now I did it with Get Well Soon. Where have I put that? I've got all sorts going on in there. Honestly, I got so excited, I can't tell you. I was giddy. Giddy Kipper, I think they called me earlier on. Right, so I did this with Get Well Soon. We'll cut this one out as well, look. So Get Well Soon, out of card, but with that calligraphy font. Out of vinyl, and look how fine that vinyl blade cuts. This is the one that we were doing this afternoon. Look how super fine that is. Get Well Soon, out of vinyl. I know, right? Can hear you all going, oh, that's amazing. I know, that's what I did. But look at this. So earlier on I said you could probably go out and buy the Kuretake or the Kuretake Zig pens, the calligraphy pens, and then you can do all different colours. But then I thought, you know what? If it's a drawing file and we can get it to draw fill, why don't we do that with any pen? Because we've got the universal pen holder, right? I know. So, but I need to show you this because this is important. So, when I go into here and I just press OK, this is your draw fill function, okay? So you switch that on. You switch the fill on and you set the distance between the lines, and I like it to be quite dense in colour, so I'm going to set it to about 0.4 millimetres. That's the distance between each line as it colours in. It's also a fill direction, so I've got it going from left to right, and then I'm going to press OK. Now look what happens here. It wants to fill in the insides of any landlocked areas, and we don't want that. Right, because we might not want to cut it out after, we might just want it like that. So what you have to do is undo it, so turn that off and send it into Canvas Workspace. All right, so let's save that first of all. So let's save it into the cloud. Includes the group pattern, not bothered about that because I can ungroup it in Canvas if I need to. And the save is successful. Right. Now then, this is really important information, okay? So when we go into new here and we open up a new page, a new mat, When your ScanNCut, when Canvas Workspace is shut, so before you open it, it will save it and it will automatically be in your projects. If Canvas is already open, you'll have to refresh, all right? So thank you is right here. So I'm going to zoom in so we can get right in close to this. I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to ungroup it, okay? So what the machine sees right now is the A, for example. It sees the outside edge with the landlocked area sat on top of it, which is why it fills it in, because it sees it as a shape, not as an aperture. So remember what we do with all those fabulous patterns when we divide them. You're going to do exactly the same thing with this, okay? So you're going to select it all, go to edit, go down to process overlap and divide. And that's going to duplicate those little landlocked areas. So then you can click on that bit and you can delete it and it leaves the original. You can click on, you can click on that one up there. So the quickest way to do it is to click on one of them, press Shift on your keyboard and then go across and find the other ones that are landlocked, okay? And it will select all of them and then you can put them all in the bin. Then you can go back and drag it all together. Go to edit and group, and then that's one piece. So if I zoom out now, you can see I've got thank you. So now when I download that and go to ScanNCut transfer and transfer that to my machine, you can do all this on your CM machines as well, just so that you know. There's no restrictions with this. No, hang on, wait a minute, is that true? No, I don't think the calligraphy pen holder works on the CM. And the reason for it was because you can't lift the back rollers, it draws it from the bottom up. And because it draws it from the bottom up, Brother weren't happy with the quality of the draw. Because as it overlaps, because they're not alcohol markers, they're water-based, as it overlaps those lines, you've got streaks all the way through it. So you can do that bit with different fonts on your CM, but I don't think the calligraphy starter kit works for that. I'll check that out and I'll put a little message on my Facebook page, but I'm that's certain. I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure that's what it was. I'll try it and I'll find out for you. Right, so we're going to press OK. So now we can press home and we can retrieve that information from the cloud, okay? This is super cool, isn't it? So now I've got thank you. Now, when I go to edit now and edit the object and go into that fill and put it on, now it just fills in the letters. So then you ask it to draw it and you can do it in any pen that you've got, right? Which is super, super, super exciting. Isn't that brilliant? So now you've got another embossing file in all those because you get that alphabet with it. You've got calligraphy fonts, you've got an alphabet, uppercase and lowercase, so you can make your own sentiments with it. You've got something that you can cut out of vinyl, you've got something that you can emboss, you've got something that you can foil, you've got something that you can draw and fill for $76.99. That price sounds better now, doesn't it? Because you've got all those different things that you can do with it. Honestly, don't miss out on that. Shop, bear with, where are we? Shop start, $76.99. You need that in your life. Isn't that cool? I think it's brilliant. Right, I'm going to go through I'm just going to do a quick recap on these. Does the CM scanning mat work in this machine? No, Sheila, it doesn't. So the only things that work in both machines are you can use your standard blade from your CM machine. And you can use that for vinyl, actually. It doesn't make it an auto blade and it doesn't give you that half cut function, but you can use that if you want to. You can't use the mats and any accessories like your foiling starter kit, your universal pen holder, your embossing starter kit, all of those will work on your SDX, which is great. Mel, can you add an offset line? Shall we go and have a look? Come on then, let's go and have a look, see if we can add an offset line. I bet you can once you've divided it. Right, so this is the one that we divided. Let's take that draw fill off. This is why I love live shopping. So we're going to do an offset line. Oh, yep, yes you can, is the answer to that. So you can do your mats and layers. Look at that, boom. Do you know what? Everybody wonders why I get so excited about the ScanNCut. 9 years on, it'll be the best £459 you spend today, honestly. It's brilliant, this machine, and it just keeps giving. You could use this method for foiling. Yes, you can. I know. That's super exciting, isn't it? Honestly, I can't tell you how good this machine is. And I know it's an investment. Listen, none of us have that kind of money that we can just go like that. Well, if you do, you're very lucky. But what it gives you is the ability to be versatile in your crafting. So you can take these designs, you can foil them, you can emboss them, you can draw them, you can cut them, you can resize them, you can create amazing three-dimensional projects with a ScanNCut. And to get it with £139 off is absolutely phenomenal value for money. Get everything that you need to get started, even a piece of card, which is quite remarkable. But Brother, their customer service is like ours, it's second to none. So it's got 2-year warranty, this machine. Within that warranty, if you have any issues whatsoever, they will come and pick it up from your house, take it to wherever it gets serviced. They'll repair it or replace it and bring it back to you free of charge. They're brilliant. And the guy who looks after these machines, who's head of their education and repairs them, is just brilliant. And he's a fabulous guy. Right, a couple of things I want to recap. So, Shop Machine will get you this today for £459. Before your club discount. This is why it's really, 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 really important that you become a member of Highlight Crafts. And all you need to do that is open an account. It's free and it automatically makes you a club member, which means that you get a discount and you also get loyalty points and you won't pay any postage, okay? That's brilliant, right? So that needs to go in your basket. I want to go through this again with you because this is only until 8 o'clock. I managed to get, now this, I got all the editorial wrong at the beginning, so let's start again and do it professionally. It's all in the prep, Melanie, isn't it? So this is a download that's been on the website for quite a while, but not at £9.99. So I was a bit cheeky today, and I said to Stephanie, I could do with something new, something different. Well, new to a show, if you like, something different that I can show our lovely friends and family at home. And she said, what would you like? I said, I'd like the download of All About Boxes, please. And she went, okay. I was like, well, that's a good start. I said, and she said, what price do you want it at? And I went, £9.99. Went a bit like that. She went, yeah, okay. I was like, right, I was out of that office. Like, honestly, so fast before she changed her mind. So till 8 o'clock tonight, you can get a digital download of these files for £9.99 before your discount, which is crazy. And you're going to get an opportunity to be able to make 10 3D storage boxes for your craft room or in your home out of the grey board that we used to sell. So you'll be able to, if you've got loads of that in your stash, this is perfect. You get your matchbox, you get your library box, you get your desk tidy. I mean, this is brilliant, right? You get your set of drawers, and all those papers that you've had on those digital downloads that we've been bringing you recently now come into play. You can resize all these as well. Don't go too much bigger or too much smaller because it will affect the tolerance of that 3mm that we allow for, or 4mm that we allow for. But you can go slightly smaller or slightly bigger. You've also got your Quattro box. Imagine doing some of these with your Cadence products. These would look amazing. You've got your Bits and Bobs box. I need about 100 of those on my desk. I have that many bits and bobs. You need your paper storage box. You've got your ribbon storage. You've got your tea caddy with the little slot so you can put your posh tea bags in and then pull them out of the little slot. So those are your 10 grey board. Then you get all these boxes, okay? So you get the box, you get the panels, you get the mats and layers. All right, and you'll see all these patterns are slightly different. So the circles on that one, the scallops on that one, the stars on that one, but there's a twist to this as well. You get 3 in the gem boxes, which is super cute. You've got a twisted box in there. You've got a window box. You've got a 6-sided box. All of these different ones that you can get at home in the size that you want, in the card that you want, when you want. But this is the kick, right? So 30 patterns, so 30 stencils straight away, 30 drawing files, embossing files, foiling files, all those amazing things that we do, okay, without even talking about cutting files. You can take these into Canvas Workspace, divide it like we've done before, and you can put any of these patterns in any shape. So hearts, circles, ovals, rectangles, all different shapes, okay? So all 30 patterns, but here's the thing. You can also put any pattern in any panel on any box. So you've got 20 regular boxes and 30 patterns. Instead of now having 20 options, you've got 20 times 30 options. So you've got 600 options. So every time you make one of those 20 boxes, you can make it with 30 different panels, which is absolutely amazing. Leslie's going to print her Pomeranian dogs onto rice paper to put onto the boxes. Awesome. Love that. So $9.99, I know, right? Isn't that crazy, crazy value for money? But only till 8 o'clock tonight, okay? You need to check out your baskets on this one because it won't be there later on. So please don't miss out on that. For $9.99, that's amazing value for money. What's more stars? Right, more questions. Just downloaded All About Boxes. It's morning here in New Zealand, so I'll have all day to make boxes. Oh, Wendy, that's amazing. Watching from New Zealand, I love that. Isn't that cool? Hi, Mel. Can we make the grey board boxes out of card? So, because of the grey board, because we make the grey board and you cut 3 layers of 1000 micron and you build it together, that tolerance won't work if you just cut it out of card. Plus, you'd have to put tabs on it. But you could work it out. So if you cut one piece, put the tabs on, then looked at the side piece and worked out how big that needed to be to attach to that tab. It's doable, but it will be a little bit of work. But if your brain works like mine works, you could absolutely do it. And it's a really cool thing to do. The thing with the grey board is that it's really sturdy, like proper sturdy. So you're making really good quality storage. If you just make it out of card, you'd either have to use lots and lots of layers of card and glue them together, which you could do, but it would turn out quite expensive, I think, then. Right, please could you cut out a sentiment for me? Pam R. Well, I'll do my best. How long have we got? 4 minutes? 3 minutes. Right, okay, let's see what we can do. Flipping heck. Right, let's cut out, I don't know, let's cut out this thank you. Let's just get rid of that one, put that one in the bin. Please forgive me for wasting card because I'm up against it now. So let's do, actually it's the last show of the day, so we can go over a little bit, but not too much because Carl's making dinner. I don't want to be late for Carl's dinners because they're epic. What? Beef olives, I think. I don't know, maybe, possibly. So let me load this in and let me cut this out for you, Pam, and then you can see it at the end of the show. Right, let's press OK. Please select, cut and start. We've got half cut on from a vinyl, so turn that off and then we can press start. Right, less than 2 minutes it's going to take to cut that. Right, quick recap on the machine. This machine is my machine of choice. It's a ScanNCut. Didn't understand why you needed a scanner in a cutting machine. Now I wouldn't buy one without one in it. It's brilliant. It's a 300 dpi scanner when you're scanning in for the machine. But when you scan to USB, so important documents, photographs, all that kind of thing, it's 600 dpi. It has 1,303 images, shapes, welded words, phrases, all that kind of thing, pre-installed into the machine's memory that you can resize a minimum of 200 different sizes. You've got a scanner built in, you've got 17 full fonts, you've got 100 quilt blocks, comes with both blades, so it comes with your regular blade for your cardstock, also comes with a fabric blade. If you're cutting through thicker materials, as in fabrics, you can use that blade, but the finest fabric, like really thin quilting cotton, that blade is phenomenal. You then get a pen holder, 6 water-based pens that you can draw with. You get 2 pens for fabric. One is air erasable and the other one is water soluble. So you can scan your fabric in, position your shapes. It will draw them and cut them with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, which always makes me smile because that blows my mind. You get 2 mats, low tack and standard. You get a high contact adhesive sheet for stabilising fabric without an iron-on stabiliser. You get some iron-on stabiliser and you even get a piece of card. It's brilliant, this machine. It doesn't need a computer, but once you've learnt it, you can go to Canvas Workspace, which is free, and that opens up a whole new universe of creativity. This has held my attention for 9 years, and I'm still thinking of new things we can do with it. Right, let's go and have a look at this for Pam. Now, it won't be a joined up word because it's individual letters, but then what you do is you just take them off one by one and you stick them down. Look at that. Look how fabulous this is. Obviously, these little pieces here just pop out, so let's do that. How fine is that? Let me get my tweezers. My tweezers around there. There they are. Can't cope without these tweezers. So let's get that out of there. Come on, there you go. Let's get that out of there. I will be back with you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, midweek mayhem. Got some lovely goodies on there for you as well. I've got quite a few shows tomorrow. And David's there as well tomorrow, and our Lulu. Look at that. How fabulous is that? So from the calligraphy starter kit, we now have created a cutting file for that font. And you get an alphabet so you can do your own words. Thank you for joining me. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. You have a lovely evening and enjoy it. Don't forget to check out your baskets. See you then. Bye.